I have a slight smile on my face because I just spent 5 minutes talking about what I'm about to talk about, and Lindsay hadn't pressed the record button. Anyway, so last night there was a lot of noise around the glen. When we opened the caravan door, we could hear a noise, and it wasn't weird. It sounded like wind, but it wasn't windy. So this morning we figured the only thing it could be was the river, and we had a bit of rain last night, so we thought we'd come up and have a look and see what. Just check on our water supply. As we came into the bottom of the meadow, there was lots of areas where the grass had been flattened, and at first we thought it was where animals had come through, but it was just too much. And then we realised the river had, it's not even a river, it's a burn that flows from the Maddie Lock down into the river area at the bottom, the Maddie Burn. And it's burst its banks at the bottom. We're still recording, right?
I am still recording.
It's burst its banks at the bottom, and there's stuff everywhere. There's rocks where there weren't rocks. There's a huge amount of water coming out down here overnight, and you can see various places where it's burst and just blown everything away that was there. So as we've made our way up towards our water supply, I noticed a big bit of broken concrete in the river, which I thought looked like a catchment tank. I thought it must be an old one, because we have a concrete catchment tank, which featured in our very first YouTube video, Extreme Croft Plumbing, and it's set in the rocks up the river, up the burn. And then as we came further up, I mean the river's absolutely raging this morning. As we came up, I saw a black land drain pipe in the river, which looks a lot like the land drain pipe that used to go up to our water supply. And then as we came further up, we noticed this here is our blue water pipe. That shouldn't be there. That should be up that way. It used to come along these rocks here, up there, around that bend, and then our catchment tank was just over there in the river, just beyond that little brow. When we got to here, I looked down there, when you come this way, there's a little bit of concrete just in there, that round section of concrete, which looks a lot like our catchment tank. I thought it can't be because it's buried. It must be an old one. So I went up to where our catchment tank is, except it isn't anymore. I just can't quite take in the fact that the river has smashed our concrete catchment tank into pieces and deposited it down the river.
And we didn't have that much rain.
There wasn't that much rain last night. We've had loads more than that.
It's a lot of rain after a dry spell. Maybe that's
that
it.
Dry spell.
It's been a week.
A week? That's not a long dry spell, is it?
No.
So anyway, I mean, I was just a bit in shock really. So what we've got to do, first of all, is to retrieve this pipe from the river. It runs probably 50 odd metres down there, and if it stays in the river, we've got more rain coming today. If this builds up again, that's going to get washed away. So I've got to get that pipe out of the river. And then in the medium term, hopefully in the next few days, I'm going to have to somehow get hold of a concrete catchment tank.
And get it up here.
Get it back up and get it in place. Not that I've ever done anything like that before, but I might get in touch with the guy who originally put it there and find out how he fixed it. I'm assuming he just put it in place and then put rocks around it. Because it was, I'll try and clip a video of it, but it was this diameter with a manhole cover and had rocks right up around it. And it was well, I could stand up to here in it. So it was a metre thick, deep, tall, whatever you call it. It almost makes you think that there's something that's happened upstream that has dammed the river or something, and then it's let go, and that's all come down in one go. It's the only, and presumably brought some rocks with it, and the rocks must have smashed.
Well, this never used to look like this, did it?
It can't just be the weight of water that's broken, unless it just worked it loose and then it's just smashed as it's rolled down. Because there's one bit there and there's one bit
Right down there.
another 100 yards downstream. And this is big, heavy concrete, reinforced concrete at that. So that's the next job. We've got to get the pipe out of the water
Before the huge rain
we've
comes.
Actually got a weather warning for rain today, haven't we?
Yeah.
So,
For now.
for now, it isn't. Well, it's just spitting a bit at the moment. So here we go. We need to get it out the river.
Apologies for the unsteady camera work here. We weren't expecting to do this, and it's really rocky round here, so I'm trying to see where I'm going and video
So
and
if we come in here.
not fall over. Ray,
Right, okay. Yeah, the black pipe runs all the way down there. Right, now, off you go. I'm not sure what's holding the black pipe on, and I don't want that heading off down the stream, so if I take the black pipe off, all these are going to shoot off as well. I have to go and try and get the pipe at the far end, pull it round onto the bank. Yeah, this has been coiled. It's full of water. It's really heavy. It's full of water. Trouble is I need to keep it outside of the trees.
Ray.
Is there water running out the end of it?
No? Dripping. Just dripping. Almost tripped over the rock there.
Hey?
I almost fell backwards over a rock there.
I've got to keep pulling it out, otherwise if it gets in the river again it's just going to get pulled away.
And that'll be an enormous job then. That'll be a whole new water thing, won't it?
Well, it'll be new from that joint up to the new catchment tank.
So this is going to be fun. This is Ouch, hold on a minute, just got bit by a cleg. This is going to be no water for a while. This off-grid living's that's quite something. So it was our 2-year anniversary here yesterday as well. We had our little dram on the bridge. Want me to push that down? Right. Ray's desperate to help. Uh-oh. Don't think he really wanted that to happen. Okay. One thing about off-grid Croft living, you really never know what's going to happen when you wake up in the morning. It's caught down here. It's just caught just a tiny bit on that corner there.
Really heavy, that bit of pipe. Full of rocks. I reckon that's full of stone.
Oh, no.
Washed in. Why it's so heavy.
Are we going to get it out?
Yeah.
Don't go in there.
That metal ring is where it used to be connected up the end. Woo! Full of rock. So we're back down at the caravan and we figured we need to create some kind of temporary water supply catchment. So our ingenious solution to that is a bit of pipe and a detergent bottle. So I'm gonna fix that on there with a screw, hopefully. Put that through there. I've drilled a hole already. Get the screw started. Wrong bit in the drill, never mind. Let's drill it out. I'm just going to drill a load of holes in this. Highly technical. And then we'll connect this to the pipe at the other end and drop that in the river. Hopefully that will fill with water and fill our tank on a temporary basis until we can make a new catchment area up the top. So of course it's raining now, so we've got to head back up and try and get that in the river.
In an hour.
Got to do it in an hour, yes, because Lindsay is on call this weekend and has to go out to care for somebody very shortly. So here we go.